Hello, Cancer. Welcome to a timeless reading of yours. More or less the title brought you in, and so let's talk about it for a moment. It obviously says justice for Cancer, but please bear in mind that this is not intended to serve justice, as in appease emotions. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out how to clarify that in my intros. Just to point out that I am seventh that reads these energies for you, and that this reading is tied to the channel of Sekhmet. I have a sister channel, which is Bastet, and on this channel, justice is Sekhmet's favorite topic. Okay, and in that it is merciless and perhaps merciful. All right. Also, just bear in mind that it's for whomever got to this reading. So, you know, if you are Cancer anywhere in your astrological chart or not, the title of the video is not to label you. Okay. All right. Again, just know that I am Master Seventh, aka Seventh that reads these energies for you. Should you want to know who she is, what she's all about, her details can be found in the description box below. All right, a little bit of clarity is that I am a master healer that provides remote wellness and or intuitive insights such as this. This is not a one-to-one reading. However, this is a reading you decided to check into to see whether or not anything from beginning, middle, or end is yours to take with you. If something does not apply to you via the discovery using your discernment, please leave it behind like you would as you would leaving the reader behind. More or less. Okay. All right, justice for Cancer. Cancer is a sign of maternal instincts, and boy, do you trigger my maternal instincts. All right. Oh, Lord. It's like the feminine energy of ether wants to sit your ass down, Cancer, and think about twice what the fuck you're doing. Lots of drama around you, all right? You're thinking you're mighty. Part of your ego thinks it's mighty because you're participatory in some wars, right? And you think that the digital thumb war of a response is the way to behave in battle. And I'm not thinking that this is going to really help your ranking here. You're never going to reach a point arguing about the same shit over and over again. The point is already not made. The moment you catch yourself in repetition, a point was made. Whether or not that's your point, that needs being told zip. God, immediate stiff back with y'all. It's like, so much stress, unnecessary petty arguments, petty attitudes, just everything's small and thinking that they're big, you know, like, shh, everybody just sit your asses down and time out. Everybody just time out. Everybody just breathe. God damn. Right, yeah, everybody just sit down and breathe, y'all. Sit your ass down, King of Pentacles. Sit your ass down. Close your goddamn eyes. Take a deep breath. It's earth energy, maternal energy coming via the alpha energy that she has, yeah? Like, oh, don't make me. Don't make me say it, Cancer. It's like, don't make me say it. Don't make me have to repeat myself. Repeat what? Don't make me repeat myself. Repeat what? I suggest we become a bit more creative so that way it takes your time and literal attention away from drama, because boy, are you loving it right now. You are loving it. You are so in love. You are totally in love. You are loving every moment of this everything. Nothing about my body language just saying validated that truth. Cancer, I don't want to talk about it. It's petty. It's petty, small. I'll be a listening ear, but thank God I can close my eyes and have my ears open. Because some of this shit needs to go. You should practice that a little bit. In comes drama, out comes the wisdom. All right, in comes the drama, out goes the wisdom. Drama, a little. All right, the more you don't step up to the energy that's causing you to never reach a point here, okay, the more you're never going to allow your true energy that's supposed to match you be able to match you. It's impossible, okay? This is very Taurus energy here. It's a long lesson, that might take a few quizzes, pop quizzes, and test runs in order to understand, to get a passing grade, okay? This is like slow, methodical thinking here. Lots of Taurus energy. So this could also mean your prime enemy could be... Sorry. I just heard a land animal. And I'm laughing because I'm seeing the crab go on the water. No. On the land. No. I don't know what to do. Oh, it's funny and then not. I get it. I'm just telling y'all because I'm not your friend. I'm telling y'all because I'm not your friend. Zing a zing a zing it. Oh man, you really need to you need to go through this until you have a passing grade. Yeah, because there's something within this current transaction which is old. You can't get rid of old baggage here. You're like stuck going backwards. You're looking forwards, but you're going backwards, and it's driving you crazy. You know you're not going towards your fortune, but you feel like you have to explain yourself for trying to reach another destination when you don't. Explain yourself when you've reached it. So strong. Explain yourself when you reached it. I need to drink some water. Moon dehydrating. For me, that's very Cancerian energy. A lot of people will say Pisces. 4 of Cups. All right, a little bit melodramatic. Y'all trying to take my water energy. I think not. All right. Ooh, bubbles. Bubbles, my bubbles. Where's that from? All right. So 4 of Cups, a little bit melodramatic here, all right? Same time, you're loving it. I mean, their guttural reaction be like, fuck off. There's nothing lovable about this. That was me as a hermit crab watching Cancer Crab. Oh, shit. Yeah, look at it. Oh, I don't know where I'm comfortable. You're gaslighting yourself. It's not becoming any funnier. You ever catch that when people, this is not like a one blanket statement either, all right, so relax. But you ever catch when somebody's telling a story, or they're like need to think, or they're about to lie or have lied, or they need to stall, they're like, yeah, so yeah, okay. Some of y'all will never look at that again. That the same again. You're gonna be like, is that person lying? Is that person lying? They just drank. They just drank. It took 2 sips. It took 3 seconds too long. Queen of Wands. All right. So, the more you are melodramatic about obstacles and topics that maybe don't entertain you. Interesting. They no longer entertain you. I'm sorry. That's good stuff. Comedy. All right. Yeah, they're no longer entertaining you. Okay? They're entertaining you, and you are figuring out your levels of tame. All right, now she's just being silly. Okay, so there are things in current focus that, due to some sort of perspective that an onlooker could have on this, is to assume that these are not things in your ether that trigger solace. More like contemplation. And the more you focus on the contemplative things, the more you may not react to something else coming out of left field in your peripheral, in your life, in your zone, okay, in the webbings of who you are. And that needs to be absorbed. All right, that needs to be absorbed by coming to a rationality. What could be blocked off from you, even if you just stare at this, which is the whole tree is not within the picture. Just like the whole sword here is not within the picture. You're being cut off by something, and it's not to say that you are not complete, is that you are complete, but you do not feel complete with whomever, whatever you're spending a lot of time bickering with, arguing with, that is causing so much of an emotional fuckery, okay, that it's getting in the way of balancing out your feminine masculine energy of empowerment within, and also coming in the way of a matured element of energy that doesn't want to argue with you, but would love to be challenged and learn from the diversity with you, if you were to recognize and remove yourself away from toxic situations without feeling guilty in doing so. And then we have another tale, y'all. This is going to be interesting. Some of y'all are not going to like this one. Okay, so here we go. Some of y'all have been in, this has come up before, by the way, in Cancer readings, so pardon the repetition. However, it's here, so it bears repeating. Some of the accolades of internal wisdom has been begotten by putting themselves into an awareness of universal syncs and possible relationship with tarot and tarot reading, putting their hands on a tarot deck, feeling the calling to understand something within still being mystified by its potential of whatever mysticism is and what it can induce. In that, however, they were bruised by their own self and decided to turn their newfound faith into a rekindling of former faith. Luckily to you, whomever is part of your faith is a definition that you can define in the convoluted box of a black box of who you are, and make that shit make sense for yourself, and love the journey, hate the journey, ask the questions, live a good life, be happy, whatever. That's the black box of no one gets in, but all the information is there. Okay? What you define that box, not necessary. Yet there is an interesting frequency coming in here that's been louder before in another reading, that someone has turned a blind eye into tarot and is now using religion to shut it the fuck down. And okay, do you? I don't know why this bears repeating, because then why is this energy around? This person is not really letting go of what they learned from and with tarot. Yeah, just because they can't justify something, they use religion, which is a bit more surface valued of whatever for them. No disrespect desired. Oh, like, is she lying? Oh, Lord. I'm challenging your superstitions. At the very beginning of the reading, before the reading was ever even alive, all right, I told you about Sekhmet and her sister energy, Bastet. To have an emotional reaction to either of those frequencies is to not understand them, and shows how independently different you are from it, which is totally fine. Nothing within that black box of self-reasoning is destroying you from doing that, for being different, deciding other, being of other. And something comes to the surface. For thyself, and then some. Maybe recognition of personal bullshit, and maybe learning how to address it, holding yourself accountable for your own shortcomings, holding yourself responsible, Cancer, for your own shortcomings, by recognizing what it is that holding yourself responsible, Cancer, for your own shortcomings, making those decisions, learning from decisions made and with the lessons that they're offering to you, even in the false promises that people are saying. A false promise is no action to what was said. A sense of hopelessness, although you hear words. Someone speaking of rainbow and you feeling not the same. That shows and proves itself that that is not a comfortable union of sorrow, and to fight for it, to justify it, using sorrow and to explain your misery is not unconditional love. It's the battling of conditions, which no one's ever going to fulfill for you, or you for them, because that's an independent black box journey. No one can get in, no one can get out. No one can get in, no one can get out. The devil energy. The harmony of knowing that within this black box is all of light. The black box is not black. It's barely a box. It's a state of perspective that you give yourself, whether you are chained or not chained. whether you're free or not free, and what energies you manipulate, participate in, engage in, remain to remove yourself from. Ask questions, no, don't seek answers. Don't think about formulating your own possible answers. All the many bounds that the feminine energy, that is feminine masculine, and masculinity, which is feminine masculine, can work hinged or unhinged between each other in the black box, which is actually just the vessel of your being covered with skin, which is very much alive and very much conscious and remembers everything that it traverses to and through, whether you remember that or not. So, the inner activity within this black box is asking for itself to recognize that nothing in that world is missing anything. It is asking you to participate and engage within it. That is only the way that you can break through this box. And as you break through this box, you break through one form or another, many ego deaths, personality deaths, as you regrow other ones. Relearn and shape the world and get yourself moving, going, opportunistically, inevitably, doing, no doing, action, inaction, pros, cons, infinite possibilities. But someone came in through the journey asking for ether to come help their misery. You participated in the game. And because something still doesn't appease certain emotions, because certain emotions are still battled with internally, you've played a foul game with the universe. This is not for that individual, because this individual is no longer listening to tarot. And this is the shadow speaking on its behalf. And saying that this is not something that's irreplaceable. This doing is not irreplaceable. It's not about being irreplaceable, it's about redefining that decision for yourself. And only you know the truth, or they know the truth, of what works and what doesn't. And if you don't know someone who operates that way, or you agree or disagree or politicize that agreement, or you yourself are someone who's going to turn a blind eye to tarot because you just don't understand it, or you go down the rabbit hole of all the taboo, weird shit that has happened and procured and has been rickled as a version of truth because it has outcomes, to blame the universe for that outcome is incredulous. You can reform it. You can reform it. If you feel responsibility of guilt, then that means you have the ability to change it. You have the ability to change it. You're the one that took. You're the one you took and utilized and tried to make amends and put away and gaslight. You can also return to the source and more or less fix it. 10 of Cups. Look at that. Amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. Yep, 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Shit show until it is shit show until it becomes a beautiful, beautiful one, huh? Sneeze. Archangels are pressing. Your spirit guides, your whatever. Okay, your home, everything. If you name it Allah, God, Jesus, whatever you got. Color. saints, deities, whatever you got. They're all loud. Funny, not funny, huh? All right, get you 3 cards here. All right, we have first quarter, focus, number 38. You have the sun, beam, right? Yeah, beam, number 21. And water, feel, number 16. You want to see something funny though? Like that back and forth, it's like that scanning, huh? That look, that as you figure out which is of light and which is of darkness, the sun, the water, that perceives sadness where beauty can be found. The rejuvenation of feeling like nirvana in the sun. Land, water, land, water. All right. No matter how much you want to try to hate it, you know that was good. All right, I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and will you, and may you, keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.